And that'll make this a 19-point game.
That's why I said, if I come back, you know what it is.
Well, it
right?
is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
To throw is Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ten yards still left on second down.
You want it back?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
This is what I want to do. Let me see what I want to do.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. They're trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 2nd and 10 here. Here's Langford, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking, but you've got to help them get...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Who you convincing, me or you?
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read.
No, you ain't got this shot. You got to shoot a picture play.
Run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
That's it. That's exactly why this half can go the way it's going.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll take it out of the side of the end zone, and they'll get it at the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, or you really cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe it's
touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears cut into that lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
You still got to stop.
One of the most frustrating things for a special teams coach. The ball did not go 10 yards there on the onside kick.
You don't understand. That's the problem.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
The problem is, what's happened to
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And I'm recording this shit again.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words,
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
We got 3, 319.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. It's Cobb. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Don't lose,
Red
bro.
zone opportunity.
That's all I'm going to say. Don't lose. It's going to be kind of bad. Especially
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Girl, wifey there. She's going to shoot it off and come back. You might lose points on this one.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
319. 319.
You gotta go through a whole nother quarter,
Rodgers
brother.
again now. That's complete to Cobb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it.
I thought it was a
so defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
I'm saying, what happened to that blowout, though?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Oh, okay.
Here's Thompson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On the right side, this is Miller. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Man, I need you to give me some more yards, man. Let's go. Open this shit up for your team.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Here's Hoyer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They're going to run. It's Carey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I like the reasoning. It's too far for a field goal, and it's too short to really get a big field position edge on a...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Hoyer going for the deep ball. into a double team, and it's intercepted. And it's Clayton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. One back is Lacey.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Watch the run, watch the run. Green 18. Green 18.
They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Oh, there you go.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Green 19. Green 19. 59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Foul, Bill.
Rodgers with a give. It's Lacey. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Come this way, here we go. Green 19. Mike 5'9, Mike 5'9. Oh, get him, get him, get him.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. It's a gain of... Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Fresh set of downs here.
Green 19. Green 19.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
You can take mine after big.
3 down. Green 19. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Okay, it's a pleasure to work with you. How else can I help you?
You didn't check my stats.
319.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Oh, you got one play. I bet you do that shit the whole game.
Brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah.
When you're playing a
No, you
quarterback
don't.
with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think
Go
so.
ahead,
I
go
think he
ahead,
had
do
the
it.
read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary
do it.
target for a really nice gain.
Yeah.
319.
Rodgers again now. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Hoyer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sam Shields. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Dude, this game ain't over. Oh, my Lord.
One back is Lacey.
All right, let me see if I can.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
You wish you could. You wish you could. You wish you
Trying to
could.
shake off the interception. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of
This
people
is
think the very
different. I
next
picked
time
the
out,
ball,
run the
nigga.
football,
You ain't got no
don't give them a
pick.
chance.
Maybe play action.
That
I think
was
maybe
a
you go play
computer
action,
engine
shoot
helping your
quarterback,
ass
get
out
confidence
because it's the Bears
in, and
against
let
the
him fling
Packers.
another one.
You know
Defense
damn
showing
well.
blitz.
Yeah, right.
They go back to the air here
Yeah,
after
right.
the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I'm not going to do nothing.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
What happened, man? They gave this nigga a first down.
Time for a break.
This nigga got a first down?
Finish this one off after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
What the hell just happened?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Rodgers looking to throw. Caught by Cobb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
That's crazy. You do the same play, nigga. You know how many times you did that play, man? Come on, G. That ain't even fun, man. Let me show you how fun that game is. Let me show you how fun that is. That's not even fun. It's the same play. It's the same play, yeah. It's the same play. You went to somebody else. It's the same play.
And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local
right,
columnist
but
had
this
said,
is the score we had in basketball.
why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just
this is football, but this is the score we had in basketball.
Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article is saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen,
but
stop them.
This is the score we had in basketball. You know you
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late.
Score. And I'm gonna score another touchdown to make my football score better than your basketball score.
Once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better, as they can
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Well, 3rd down, he tried to... And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. They're practicing the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands.
Yes. You think that weak ass play from
Rodgers throwing here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this pass will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
To me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
I really enjoy it. Yeah.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's Hoyer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun.
That's why they call you too loud. That's why they call you too loud. You do something. I think you do something every day to make sure you validate that movement. I think you do something every day to validate that movement. Too loud. Yeah.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now Hoyer.
Hey, but you know you'll never beat me in another game for the rest of your life, right?
That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory.
I mean,
the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those...